Hello everybody and welcome back to Stu's Tech. Today we're going to be talking about the PS5 price. Also about some of the concerns that I have as a person that might buy the PlayStation 5. We're going to be talking about the Series X smart delivery, and in the end we're going to be wrapping everything up with a new console that will also feed you. Smells like chicken. If you like this content, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell and share with your friends so this channel can grow. Let's go ahead and get into this. Hello everybody, welcome back to Stu's Tech. Let's go ahead and talk about the big, massive PlayStation 5, one of the biggest consoles to come out, and I'm talking about the physical size of that beast. I would just like to say that all of my worries about how they're going to be keeping that APU cooled has gone away. They have more than enough room to keep that APU cooled down. And if you don't like how the PlayStation 5 looks, Matt McLaren has been sharing some exciting tidbits about the next generation console. Not only is the PlayStation 5 getting an overhaul user face, but the hardware itself will also be customizable, and there will be special editions of the console down the road. So if you don't like how it looks now, there will be special editions coming out, and you will also be able to customize the actual PlayStation 5. We will see how they're going to be doing that, whether or not the panels come off and you can swap them out like the old 360 days where you can swap out that face of the 360, or if you just order a PlayStation 5 and pick a color and maybe a design. I'm not quite sure. You can find this article on notebookcheck.net. The link is in the description box below. Sony has also said that the cooling system will be quiet, so gone are the days of the PlayStation 4 roaring like an old airplane ready to take off when you're playing those graphically intensive games. As for the price, the CEO, Jim Ryan, during an interview with BBC, said that the company will be focusing on value as opposed to price. Not really sure what that means, but you better start saving for this console. In an article on digital trends, the PlayStation 5's SSD will also allow it to segment how you install content. If you only want to install the campaign in the latest Call of Duty game, for instance, you will be able to do that and get to playing it much more quickly. So gone are the days of having to install everything before you can start playing the game. The article also states that you can also load directly into certain modes from the dashboard, allowing you to hypothetically jump right into a multiplayer match with a friend instead of having to navigate all of the menus first. You will even be able to see what rewards you can get for completing possible activities right from the dashboard, with game servers providing this information. I'm interested to see how this is actually going to be applied. The link for this article can be found in the description box below. In another article on Screen Rant, PS5 SSD has zero chance of being utilized by third-party developers. Now that kind of makes sense, just because if you're making a game for multi-platform games, you can't just focus on one platform. You have to make it for the lowest denominator. What they're pretty much saying is that they cannot focus on just making this game on a super fast SSD. The article goes on to say, game developer has revealed that many third-party video game studios won't likely utilize the PlayStation 5 super fast SSD, as they would need to develop around it on multiple platforms. One of the main features of Sony's upcoming next generation console is a custom solid-state drive that will not only eliminate loading screens, but will also allow developers to change the way they design levels or worlds in games altogether. The PlayStation 5's SSD has been the feature many developers that are working with Sony have been raving about in the past few months. And as we continue on in the article, replying to a forum posted on Reset Era, Thomas Mahler, founder and creative director of Ori and the Will of the Wisp developer Moon Studio, said that multi-platform third-party titles will likely be developed for the lowest common denominator among different versions. he went so far as to come right out and state that there's zero chance that games will be significantly altered between releases just because of the PS5 SSD, explaining that it would be way too expensive and work intensive, at least for third-party studios. He goes on to say that the super fast PlayStation 5 SSD is nice for first party, but it won't make any economical sense to heavily adjust your games to suit one particular platform. I think that everybody already knew that that was going to happen. The first party developers for the PlayStation 5 will definitely utilize that hardware to the fullest, as the third party will not be utilizing it really at all. You have to remember that when you are developing for multi-platform, you have to consider the lowest denominator, and it would be extremely expensive to pretty much make two different versions of the game, one for Sony PlayStation 5 and one for the PC, the Series X. And as for the Series X, we're gonna be having an event in July. Xbox, you have to come out. Do not do what you did in May. That was not a good event. You left yourself open, and Sony definitely took advantage of that. So hopefully in July you make a good argument on why you are the most powerful console out there. And let's go ahead and talk about that smart delivery system, which I will be taking full advantage of. I am still buying games on my Xbox One, the OG that came out in 2013. And the reason why I am not sitting and waiting for the Series X before I start buying games is because I know that I will not have to purchase them again, that they will automatically update, and that the smart delivery system will make sure that I have the best copy available on the Series X. That, my friends, is a bargain. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you hate Xbox brand or not. You have to admit that that is a really good deal. I also have to say that I am way too invested to go and switch to a PlayStation 5 and forget all about the Series X and Xbox. That just wouldn't make any sense to me. So I am very interested to see how this affects people on making that choice. I will have to say that if you have an Xbox One X, and since Microsoft said that they are going to continue to make games for it, and that they will make games not only for the Series X, but also all the way down to the Xbox One, that they will probably buy the PlayStation 5 first and then buy the Series X later on, as they will still be able to play all of the games that are coming out on the Series X, at least for the first party studios. The third party studios can do whatever they want, however. So if they have any exclusives on the Xbox Series X, like Scorn, and if that game is good, I'm not sure if it is good or not, it just looks really weird right now, then that might convince people to want to buy the Series X. But the Series X has to make a compelling argument on why you should be buying an Xbox over the PlayStation 5, because the PlayStation 5, I'm not gonna lie, if I wasn't so invested in the Xbox, I would get that first, because they have some awesome games coming out. So Xbox, come on, man. And let's go ahead and talk about that other console that I said I was gonna be bringing up, and that is the KFC just having some fun. I love it. And to tell you the truth, this console makes no sense whatsoever. Heating up some chicken while you're playing a game. It's just crazy. Oh, it's hilarious. I love it. Alright, with that being said, if you enjoyed this content, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and share with your friends so that this channel can grow. And as always, my friends, please live long, play hard. I'm out.